All right. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And today, let us pray, because we're watching Prey.
I think probably the entire series episode title game peaked with the first episode of the season.
Dark Mountain, Nevada.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was like their one brief moment of inspiration, and now they're just sort of getting by.
Yeah, a lot of them are not great.
Yeah, I mean, they're not bad. They're just, I don't know. I can't... It would take a lot to be an episode title that's actively bad. I don't know if that would just have to be a joke that doesn't work, or something that's not actually related to the episode.
I mean, I would say probably a bunch of those like Unicron trilogy titles that they didn't actually, that they just kind of translated by feeding them into a Babelfish or whatever they were using at the time.
Imprisoned Inferno.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, it's so bad.
The ones they didn't actually proofread. Okay, you win.
Or Jungle, the episode that takes place in a forest.
Your point is made. You win.
Anyway, so previously on Transformers Prime, Shockwave introduced to swelling Jurassic Park music his latest experiment, a Predacon.
I think that the previously on thing segs very nicely into the actual episode, because you get all the like previously on stuff, and then the last thing they have is Shockwave being like, "Look at my dragon."
Yep.
And then you get Starscream and Knockout being horrified, and then it's the episode. So A+ seg there.
Yeah, especially since and we open right with that, and we get our first look at this huge ass dragon, which A is huge, and B has like a crazy predator face.
Yes.
Well, it's part predator. It's also it's a goddamn Mazinger face. It's really weird. Well, because its color scheme is black with red accents and little bits of gold, which is damn giant old super robot war colors.
I mean, those are also dragon colors.
Well, dragons can be any color. There's chromatic ones, there's metallic ones, whatever they want to be.
He's clearly like a fire guy, though, so he's gonna have like your fire colors.
He's gonna have the Deathwing color scheme.
But more important than that is like, he's got sort of like predator mouth with the four things in the front. But like with the eyes, and then the metal sort of that comes up over his head and splits apart, and then there's red in it. That's freaking Mazinger.
I had a bad case of predator mouth one time. I had to like rinse with a like astringent. Had to make sure I was using Lysol twice a day. Lysol Listerine twice a day.
I mean, it's cool, but it's just amazing. As a dragon.
You're just Mazinger.
Anyway, Megatron is pretty thrilled with this, and he's all, Shockwave, I love that you're tampering in God's domain again.
That's almost word for word what he says. It's
That's
great.
such a bad guy line.
Meddling and creation.
Yeah,
tampering with creation.
Also, at this point, Shockwave assures them all that the beast is completely under his control, which is basically like it's too quiet, That's one of those things, like, just the fact that it's said is going to make it untrue.
Why, this ship is unsinkable.
Yes. He assures him, though, that the beast is completely under his control.
Yeah, so anyway, apparently Predacons, because this is a Predacon, they once roamed Cybertron, but are now extinct, and were somehow fossilized, despite being robots. Try not to think about it too hard.
Yeah, I mean, the DNA and cloning, it's
I believe you mean CNA.
DNA.
Right,
Yes, CNA.
Dino CNA. It was taken out of the fossils of Predacons.
I guess this is an
how does metal fossilize?
I guess this is an artifact of like the live action movies where they're more gushy and organic, but covered with razor blades.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's also kind of true of the Predacon here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely very spiky.
And he remains unnamed here. He's just the Predacon, and he appears to be just this, enormous feral animal. And he was certainly a major focus of the toy line that went along with Beast Hunters. There were many, many sizes of him. One was just completely gigantic, and that is the one I have, because it's a big, cool dragon.
Well, there was like a leader class. Wasn't there a bigger one? Or was it Voyager and bigger?
Let me see. Well, no, Voyagers are not that big.
I think there was a big one that was not a traditional toy. It was one that had the limited features, sort of big clunky playability.
Oh, Ultimate class.
Okay. Alright, so there was the Cyberverse Commander. That was a little one.
Yeah.
And then there was a Voyager. Mm-hmm. And then there was the Ultimate class.
Ooh.
And it was the Ultimate is the big one, but the big one is it's just like a traditional Transformer.
Yeah.
But they didn't do one that was like a bigger one?
I mean, the Ultimate is pretty huge, but also he's not that gigantic because he has to have the big wings, and those take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
But he's still pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one I have. I might actually have both in a box.
Does yours have multiple heads?
Well, yeah. Well, one has multiple heads that are guns, and the other one is still attached.
Well, the Voyager has multiple heads. The Ultimate does not have multiple heads.
Does he have any extraneous Chrome Gundam heads? Because then you might have a knockoff.
Yeah, did he actually come as Reptile Soldier?
Was he on a card? Was he carded despite being 2 feet tall?
There was another. Wait, were there 2 different Voyagers?
They repainted a bunch of them.
Was he chromed but only on the front? That Gundam. I had a knockoff wing Gundam that was just it was maybe 10 inches tall, and it was only articulated at the elbows. And it was chromed, but only on the front half. The back of it was just plain white.
Oof.
It came with a sword it couldn't hold.
Oh, that's standard.
I love that Gundam. It was so dumb.
Anyway, so they have some energon that they extracted from Wheeljack while they were torturing the dickens out of him. So they give the Predacon a sniff here, and it's time to hunt.
Now, did they extract it, or did they just mop it up off the floor?
I think he just said that he lost it. So I do think he did indeed.
Probably just mopped it up off the floor.
We had to bring that.
Is Wheeljack a hemophiliac?
I mean, it depends how badly they cut him.
And nerdophiliac? How does that work?
It doesn't. It doesn't work.
Robots with energon disorders.
That actually is a thing from
energon pressure?
That kind of is a thing from old Transformers Universe profiles where guys had weird allergies and stuff.
Yeah!
So I could buy that.
Man, I loved that stuff.
Yeah.
Guys who just had recurring rust rashes or allergies to energon.
Oh, I remember that stuff. It was great. That stuff was always great.
I miss bios. They don't really have bios in toys as much anymore.
No, they don't.
Well, because they're trying to fit in 3 languages now. So all you get is...
That is a problem.
Robot X is with partner Y.
Yeah.
And shoots Decepticon.
So
I
anyway,
really liked some of the random characters from G1 just entirely based on their universe profiles.
oh sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, they were great. Anyway.
So Bulkhead, Wheeljack, and Miko, they're scouting out a Decepticon mine. They're hoping to attract the attention of other Autobots by blowing this up.
Yeah, I do like that they're like, well, if we start blowing things up, they'll know we're here.
Yep, they'll know it's us because we love blowing stuff up.
Like, it's explosions, must be those wreckers.
Yeah. And back at Starscream's old hacienda, the Harbinger, Raph, Ratchet, and Bumblebee are trying to get it fixed up, and because it's like a Decepticon-sized console, Raph is playing like DDR on these buttons.
Which is adorable. Poor little guy. He can't help it, he's small.
And our third group, we've got RC, and as promised last episode, they meet Ultra Magnus.
Dun dun dun, and he's a jerk.
And my Canada senses are tingling, because he is voiced by Canadian actor Michael Ironside.
Oh.
He is, he's in a ton of stuff. He's the voice of Darkseid on, the like 90s, DC cartoons. He's the bad guy in Highlander 2.
Yeah, you might know him as the bad guy in lots of 80s movies.
He is, perhaps his most hilarious role, the villain Richter in, Total Recall.
Yeah.
Who has his arms torn off by an elevator during a fight with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See you at the party, Richter!
Yeah, that's not really that great of a comeback after cutting somebody's arms off with an elevator.
Well, I mean, previously he was talking about them going to a party because he was gonna, like, wipe his mind.
Well, yeah, but it's not punchy. It's not like he blows up someone's head like he does in Scanners, because he's the villain in that.
Yeah, that's right, he is. And he was also hilariously on a 90s Canadian beer commercial.
Yes, which
a
90s Canadian beer commercial that must have been filmed on the set of Highlander 2, because he's still got the same hair and basic outfit.
Yes, and there's like rock music playing, and yeah, it's just heavy metal warlock Michael Ironside selling you Labatt Ice.
Which, back when I could still drink beer, I don't know anymore. It was my favorite Canadian beer.
So it was like
it's your favorite Canadian beer.
Yeah.
It's very, very specific.
We are known for our beer.
Canadian beer tend to be better than American beer. American beer is kind of shit or flat unless you get into weird craft beers, but then it's too involved. Japanese beers, I miss Kirin. They're so good. They're nice and spicy.
So,
anyway,
so true, very sad story that I will tell. It will be very short. I drank Corona for a while because that was what Simon Furman always had at BotCon.
I will say, like, I do not recommend drinking the beer that shows up in most anime, because it tends to be Sapporo, because that's the highest selling beer in Japan. I don't know why, because it's the worst tasting to me. Never
so
understood
it's basically the Budweiser of
Japan.
or
the Coors.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I think it was even worse than Coors. I do not understand why it was so good.
Well, I'm too busy drinking UCC, the official canned coffee beverage of Nerve.
Oh wait. Misato drank Ebisu, which is pretty good. That's like my second favorite.
So as Jen said, Ultra Magnus is you're getting a strong side order of jerk with this Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, I kind of have an issue with this Ultra Magnus. Well, he's sort of like the IDW. Well, I can't say current anymore. The most recent Ultra Magnus in IDW, that he's very stiff by the rules. But for some reason, Ironside's voice just doesn't work for me as Magnus. It doesn't seem to fit with the design.
I mean, he's a little more of a hard ass than Magnus usually is.
Yeah, which...
I mean, that's definitely deliberate, because you don't cast Michael Ironside unless you want a hard ass.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, also the problem with like casting Michael Ironside is, when is he going to turn out to be evil?
He's not always evil.
No, but like the only role I can think of where he's kind of a good guy that pops to mind is like in Starship Troopers. But he's still not a good guy because he's convincing teenagers to join the army to fight bugs in a ridiculous fascist war that people started.
He was a good guy in the last season of Sequest DSV.
Mm-hmm.
Like Roy Scheider quit, so they put in Michael Ironside, and then the show almost immediately got canceled because maybe people couldn't buy heroic Michael Ironside.
Well, he kind of worked as a ship's captain, doing stuff, which
I mean, he's often a military guy.
Yeah. Because he doesn't have to shave his hair that short, close cropped. Because other than like one movie, it's always short.
Yeah, and he's usually, like, he's been balding for, like, I think his entire life.
Yeah, there was like one of his early movies, I think
He has always been balding.
I think he was like sort of like a serial killer stalker in a hospital.
Oh, in Visiting Hours, starring William friggin' Shatner.
Yeah, in that one I think he has long hair. I think it's only like that.
That's also
and
Canadian.
Highlander 2.
I think he also spends most of that movie in, like, a leather vest.
Well, he does usually have a nice coat in those movies.
Nice coats.
Also in that movie, Harvey Atkin, the guy who played Sam on Sam and Max.
Oh, okay.
Wait, in the TV series or the video game?
TV series.
Okay. Because I think there's been 3 Maxes.
Okay, well, he's the one I always think of, because not only was he on the cartoon, but also he was the longtime voice of Leon's Furniture Stores in Canada.
Oh.
It's just Sam trying to sell you some discounted ottomans.
I mean, that seems about right, yeah.
That's a series I don't own on DVD, and why don't I?
Is it on DVD?
I think it should be. Like, almost everything else is, except for, like, Megas XLR, or half the stuff that was on Cartoon. Like, a lot of the stuff that was on Cartoon Network didn't get on DVDs or anything, but like,
Kid Video.
Somebody had to have. Yeah, well, Kid Video's.
Well, that's music licensing.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Listen, we're going to have to somehow will it into existence the same way we did with Mighty Orbots.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, see, we got that.
I know there's at least a little Kid Video on YouTube, so maybe we can pick one of those episodes. I wonder if we've managed to will a Turbo Teen DVD set into.
Of course, that might also have music licensing issues because they definitely ripped off Huey Lewis in that one episode we watched.
Yeah. Yes. Well, maybe I did get some. I'll have to check my DVD cabinets later. I don't think I have Sam and Max.
And anywho, this Ultra Magnus is a real dick and is very insistent on being called Sir.
Yes, he feels very strongly. He will absolutely correct you. Like, you could say, like, look out, Decepticons over there! And he'll be like, look out, Decepticons over there, sir.
Yeah.
He will get shot by Decepticons rather than give up a chance to correct someone not calling him sir.
I that's an idea that worked for the IDW Magnus because he was so huge and sort of laser proof. This Magnus, I think it would not go so well for him. Anyway, but like,
yeah,
Ratchet's like trying to. Well, they're trying to figure out where everybody else is, but Ratchet says, "Oh, we can't track them. It's not like there's Autobot signals or anything." And the very next freaking scene is Magnus talking about, "Oh, I tracked 5 Autobot signals." It's like unless I missed a bit of dialogue
I guess,
here, like
I think Autobots can sense them, but Decepticons can't sense them.
Hmm.
And also, I mean, he's got a ship, whereas they don't have a ship.
That sounds like that might just be a cryptographic thing, like Autobots have theirs set up where they're hidden, or like Autobots have like the cryptographic key to properly determine that someone is an Autobot. I don't know. I'm making things up.
It seems like a weird thing, like it's like if U.S. aircraft are cloaked to Russian radar. That's not how shit works. there isn't a significant enough explanation why it doesn't work that from one scene to the next, it just seems like it was written by two different people.
At what point did you forget about the beginning of this episode where we were talking about CNA?
You know, the science is just getting, like, extra wonky and pointless.
Oh, and in fact, speaking of the beginning of the episode, I forgot to mention this first aired April the 5th, 2013, and it was written by Marcia Griffin, who most recently wrote Dark Mount, Nevada. The first part of this loose four-parter.
Aha. So she just forgot how to make clever title. I guess she just blew her entire, imaginative budget on that episode.
How many writers actually get to write the titles anymore? Like, back in G1, I can imagine those stupid titles were written by the writers of the episodes. Now it's more... I mean, it's probably like journalism. Like, you submit a thing with a title, but it ends up getting changed anyway when it goes to print.
I will step up to bat. Some G1 titles are actually pretty good.
Well, yeah. They're interesting, but they're also, like, crazy. Like, Changing Gears is kind of a better title than an episode.
I mean, sometimes you have goofy pun titles, and sometimes you've got, like, Forever is a Long Time Coming.
That sounds like a real Star Trek episode.
That's a super Star Trek type episode.
Yeah, it really is.
Anyway, everybody's getting, 5 Autobot signals, which of course leaves out 2, but everybody's like, it's okay. They might be like buried under a ton of rocks or something.
Like happens sometimes.
And indeed, they are buried under a ton of rocks, and Smokescreen is doing his Kitty Pride thing, and just moseying into Darkmount to get the Forge of Solus Prime. He eventually determines that it is on the Nemesis, passes by Knockout and Starscream, who are just yelling at each other.
They're being exceptionally gay. It's
Starscream. Starscream does all the talking in that scene. I don't think Knockout has a line this episode.
No, I don't think he does. I think we're giving Darren Norris the day off.
Also, okay, so basically Starscream's ranting about how he feels that Shockwave is after his position, and how Knockout doesn't have to worry about that because nobody wants Knockout's position. and then he accuses, he's like, did you see that smug look in his eye? and then I was just reminded of Cyberverse Shockwave again, and I laughed. The end.
So Smokescreen gets in there, gets onto the ship, has a jump scare with Arachnid.
Yeah, is she ever?
I know she reminding you that
she's still there, but like she's gonna get let out at some point. But it's like they keep Spider teasing us. Like she's gonna. They
are really teasing us.
Well, you said this was written by the same person who did Dark Mount, Nevada, so
yes,
she probably is like, hey, other writers, hey, remember this character's here.
And let me see. And she also wrote the episode where she does wake up.
Oh, okay.
There you go. She's like, well, if you guys aren't going to do it, I'm going to write an episode where she wakes up.
She's sowing the seeds.
But, Arachnid makes a very good, Halloween decoration. And then he freaks out seeing her, and then he's like, he gathers himself, and he's like, I'm not scared of you. Just like, you were. Yes, you were.
He's a small child in a haunted house. Not an actual haunted house, but like a haunted house ride.
Yes.
It's closed.
He's
but
good and
hammer,
dumb.
Like, we see him sneaking in, which is like, that's usual. There's like 3 shots of that. That's fine. But we do not see him sneaking out. But when we see him arrive at Prime later with the hammer, he's dragging it along the ground. How the hell did he get out of the ship and down the tower, dragging this on the ground across metal?
Well, he doesn't seem to make noise when he's shifted.
Yeah, so he probably just shifted the hammer with him.
Mm-hmm.
But he walks across hallways to get there, and you hear a little tink, tink, tink of his feet before he goes through the wall.
Yeah, It's true. Maybe he just, like, grabbed it and then immediately went intangible and then just fell, like, the whole way down.
See, that would have been a good shot to see, because it would have been a comedy beat. Like, he hears a noise of Viacons coming around the door, and then just voops through the floor.
Also, it's a good thing that the hammer doesn't work like Mjolnir, and then he just wouldn't be able to carry it.
Yes. You can carry it, you just can't use it.
Yeah.
It's not like he's a mini-con.
Aww.
Or the hammer's a mini-con.
I like mini-cons.
So back at the mine, Wheeljack and Bulkhead have rigged the thing to blow, and they're just about to blow it up, and then they have got a giant robot dragon to deal with.
I think that Miko is jealous at this point because she's like, they have a dragon. And it just sounded like her next line was going to be, I want a dragon.
And neither of them know what a dragon is.
No, Bulkhead and Wheeljack are like, a what? And then they all died in dragon fire, the end.
Yay! Oh, the fire. I like the fire breath. It's very Godzilla, because it glows up from inside his chest wall.
Yes, that is very cool.
Current new Godzilla.
Mm-hmm. And it is specifically after Wheeljack, because it obviously sniffed his energon.
Mm-hmm.
So he tries to throw a grenade at this thing, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah. So instead they lure it into the mine, get out of there, blow up the mine. It's still pretty much okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like the shot of him like luring it over the explosive and then it explodes and he's, the protagonist just like shakes it off a little bit because it was very funny.
And the lighting in the scene is very nice.
Oh yeah,
where they've got the blue energon glow and the fire coming from the dragon.
I love glowing caves, which reminds me I haven't played Warcraft in a while. One really nice glowing cave. But yeah, I like Wheeljack's almost saying we're gonna need a bigger bomb. And those poor miners. They didn't have any.
Oh yeah.
They didn't do anything wrong. They just get blowed up.
I mean, they were Viacons, so technically they're evil.
But they're the miner type. They're not armed. They got the two visor slits.
Thanks, Kevin Smith.
Yes.
Sorry, that was uncalled for. I don't even know if you're wearing jorts or not.
I'm always wearing jorts.
I do have shorts on.
That's my secret cat. That's my secret captain.
Yes.
I'm always wearing a hockey shirt.
Also,
You are from New Jersey.
I'm actually kind of surprised I don't have
I only
one,
had one complaint about this dragon. It needed to be more Benedict Cumberbatch. Also, Shockwave needed to have to ride it around and just say Dracarys and point at things.
Oh, that would be so much better if he was flying it. Because, the problem with the dragon is, so far, it doesn't talk. It just growls.
Right.
So it has a hidden personality. It's not doing anything with. Surprise. Spoilers. Mm. But it'd be neater if Shockwave was riding on the back of it into battle. That'd be fun.
And I mean, the thing is,
I want Shockwave to be a magical dragon princess.
I mean, it comes back and they have no idea where it's gone. Like, put a GoPro on this thing.
Something. Yeah.
Yes.
Send out some drones or something.
Or send Viacons, with it.
Yeah, or at least Laserbeak. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, it's kind of...
Maybe if they were handlers, where they sort of had prods, in case it got out of hand.
Oh yeah, and he gets to eat one of them. There you go. You get a body count.
Yes. It's like the beginning of Jurassic Park. Shoot ha!
Instead we
Shoot ha!
We get, I guess, kind of like a monster hunter stage.
I'm sorry. I mean, this monster does rule. So, Monster Rancher.
Yeah, I almost said Monster Rancher. Monster Rancher, that was a good game. I would say that needs to come back, but the gimmick of that I don't think works with Blu-rays. You'd have to tweak it.
Aww. And you couldn't do it on Switch or anything because you have to have an actual physical media.
Wait, can you put?
I just know the extremely Beast Wars voice actor heavy cartoon.
Yeah.
Yes, that's honestly 99% of the attention I paid to that cartoon was, hey, it's got Scott McNeil
as
doing some guy who just
3
sounds like
characters.
Dinobot.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was Scott McNeil doing a Dinobot guy and Scott McNeil doing a Rat Trap guy.
Yes. Rat
Yes.
Trap was the eyeball and Dinobot was the wolf. And he did
Yes.
somebody else in there, probably.
I mean, I'm sure he did like
Scott
18
McNeil,
other
yeah.
guys. And then there was also a big rock guy who was Richard Newman doing a Rhinox voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was Gary Chalk the bad guy?
All I remember is that his name was Moo, which was hilarious.
Yeah. Master Moo.
That doesn't sound very threatening.
No.
I mean, I think it was like M.U.
I think it was
Or at least
M-U-U.
M.U. It wasn't like... Oh, well, that's way too close to the cow noise.
Yes.
And not the, like, Greek letter.
And I'm pretty sure there
Well, I think
was
it was
like
supposed to be
it was just a bunch of like weird monsters, and then the one lady monster was like a sexy lady.
Well, yeah,
Of course.
yeah, the pixie. Or no, she wasn't a basic pixie, was she? She was one of the offshoots, I think.
Basic
I-
pixie going and buying pumpkin spice lattes and Uggs.
Oh shit! I remember way too much of that show.
Asking to talk to your manager.
The eyeball thing was a Suezo. I think the wolf was actually called Tiger.
I have to agree that you know way too much about this show.
And all I know that I was transported to a faraway land, to a place where monsters rule.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I played the game like an ace, and now I'm in this place to fight the something of the evil Moo.
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Monsters rule. Monster Rancher.
Unlock the disc. Yes, the wolf with horns was in fact called Tiger.
Well, that's just embarrassing. Monster Rancher. Get your shit together.
I think that's the thing that showed up in some other anime too. Like they had some
I mean,
canine called
I-
Tiger. I don't know why.
I mean, I realize they don't have either of those animals in Japan, but still.
Well, no, not really. Well, the Tanuki is kind of a raccoon wolf thingy. They don't really, I don't know. Tiger, no. Tiger, they get secondhand from Chinese folklore and stuff. Anyway, wow.
Yeah,
lots of
so
digressions
they
this
are,
episode.
yeah, this thing just digs its way out of the grave, and luckily, Ultra Magnus' ship, which is apparently called the Iron Will, which is a little too Nazi.
Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's even more. Why is Michael Ironside not a traitor in this show?
I mean, Ultra Magnus can't be a bad guy.
No, you can't have Ultra Magnus be a bad guy.
Have we forgotten animated?
He was.
that
right,
wasn't
that
Ultra
was,
Magnus, though. That was
Sentinel, right.
Sentinel who was a jerk.
Well, you're thinking of Long Arm, who
No,
was
yes.
a traitor, but Ultra Magnus was just a very Ultra Magnus-y Ultra Magnus.
I was thinking of Sentinel because I forgot the Ultra Magnus in that barely does a fucking thing.
Yes.
No, it kind of reminds me of. I'm trying to think of the name. It reminds me of the Nazi movie within a movie from Inglourious Bastards, Nation's Pride.
Huh.
But yeah, Iron Will. That is definitely like the name of like a Nazi villain who would fight the invaders or something.
Or like a
Yes.
World War I fighter pilot at the worst, but still on the German side.
It does look cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very well. It's kind of like Star Warsy with extra wings stuck on for no reason.
I mean, it's more solid than that, but the big pods at the side kind of give me a pod racer vibe.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
They do
honestly,
move a
it feels a little like sort of beat up to, be his ship. And it does feel a little like, I don't know, battle damaged. But I guess he's been out there in space doing things, getting shot at by whoever killed Sea Spray.
Well, that was Dreadwing, who is also now dead.
Yes.
Yeah. But his memory lives
Anyway,
on
so
in the shape of the planes that Fowler flies. Fowler flies, that's a mouthful.
Oh yeah, and Miko has a pretty amusing line where she, after they've seemingly destroyed the dragon, she refers to it as Snuff the Tragic Dragon.
And Bulkhead is so like, just like stop. Just it takes a moment to pan up to him just being like, no. So I appreciate that we got a proper response in character to that assortment of bad wordplay.
So anyway, everybody gets on the ship. They scrape. They hit a rock outcropping and they knock the Predacon off.
Yeah,
and we cut back to
pretty good flying action there, sort of.
Yeah,
against the moon.
Yeah, the action scenes in this episode are very nicely animated.
Yeah.
So we cut back to Unit E headquarters. Fowler thinks he's getting another call from Megatron, but it's actually Ratchet, who he's actually happy to hear about.
Yes.
Unfortunately, June is just there for some reason, and, Ratchet's very not comforting about how he doesn't know where Jack is.
Well,
It's not like no, but I'm sure we'll find him. It's just nope. Haven't seen him.
Nope.
Might be dead. What you gonna do?
Like, he doesn't even mention that, like, but I got Raph. It's like, it doesn't bring him up at all. It's like, he doesn't even say, I saved one of the squishies.
It's like, listen, I've studied your biology. I'm pretty sure you can make another one.
Oh, God.
They're far easier to construct than Transformers, presumably.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You've got the raw materials on hand.
Because Fowler's there.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking about. But or at least save it for the Greg Wiseman episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then he just totally hangs up on them because the Ultra Magnus' ship gets there.
Yep. He's like, gotta go. Got other people to talk to who are more important than you.
Yep. So everybody, everybody meets up again. Both Jack and Raph get big hugs from Miko, but Jack also gets punched.
Mm-hmm.
And also, she's swinging Raph around like a sack of potatoes. She's got great upper body strength.
Well,
he's tiny.
She's skinny as a twig, but I assume like half of Raph's mass is just his bulky clothes. Like he's just a small
and
boy.
Also his hairdo.
Yes, and his hair. Also, I felt like... So, have we ever, had any of the human characters actually cry in the show?
Yes. That time that, Bulkhead got super intelligence and it looked like he shot his brain out into space.
Yeah.
And then Miko had a little cry.
Cause it just seemed like June should be crying and she wasn't, and I was like, is this an animation limitation?
Well, it is probably hard to do, yeah. I don't know.
I know now why you cry, but it is something I can never do. You must lull me into the steel. I order you not to go. Anyway, yes, because soon enough, Fowler and June get there in a jet. I guess she was worried enough about Jack that she actually got into this thing.
Yep.
And back at the Decepticon base, the Predacon comes back empty-clawed, and Starscream's all, well, I guess, looks like your big dinosaur sucks, Shockwave.
Oh, yeah, he's insulting the Predacon to its face, because it can't talk, but the way it growls...
Calling it a stupid animal, basically.
Yep.
It's not very nice. He's a jerk. He's a jerk to that giant dragon.
So anyway, nobody still knows where Smokescreen and Prime are, but, Ultra Magnus has taken over, and he's brought some gifts with him, by which I mean guns.
Yeah. They're very happy to see these guns. They are strongly in favor of these guns. They suddenly like Ultra Magnus a lot more than they did 2 minutes before.
I mean, he is a dick, but on the other hand, guns.
Yes. I mean, Wheeljack around Ultra Magnus has this very sort of screw this guy energy, but...
I think he calls them shoulder pads.
Yeah, he does that. So...
And it's not inaccurate. The guy looks like Paula Poundstone.
I mean, he looks like an Ultra Magnus. He's got towering shoulders.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think probably he won some points with Wheeljack by providing an arsenal.
Yeah. So we cut back to underground where Optimus Prime's still horribly dying, and I think the lighting's a little better, so you can see like stuff moving around and his eyes move under like his torn up cheeks, and it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice attention to
he's definitely like, again, he's got this sort of goth eyeshadow effect going with the parts of his face around his eyes that are broken, but yeah, you can see the stuff under it, and it's very lovingly animated.
Yeah.
So Prime's all, well, there's only so much power in the Forge of Solus Prime, and we gotta use it to rebuild the Omega Lock so we can reactivate Cybertron. So like, don't use it to fix me or anything. And, Smokescreen's all, well, but we can only work if there's a Prime, and Optimus is all, well, you seem like a hot rod type, so clearly, you are gonna get the Matrix once I die.
Prime,
Okay.
no, it's the pills talking. Just wait until you're off the painkiller. I know they've got you on some heavy sedatives with all this damage you've had, but wait until your mind is clear before you start handing this guy the Matrix.
This is where things get, like, Optimus managed to say the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few without actually using any of those words. Or the one, him, but Smokescreen has gone full Gary Stew, and I hate it.
Well, he is refusing the call, though.
Yeah, which, I guess it's one thing to go around talking about how you're so awesome and you're absolutely going to be the chosen one. But then when you actually get chosen and you're like, oh wait, I don't want to lead people.
Yeah, but like,
I figured it'd be like in 20 years when I'm old.
Like, through him, he turns away. He gets offered, oh, you get to be the next Prime with the Matrix and shit. He's like, no. But through turning away the call, he managed to actually still make it about him. Kind of is like, hey, I'm going to do something next episode. You'll see. I hate him so much. Like, I didn't like him at the beginning.
I don't hate him.
And throughout, I don't think he really got that much better, but it's like, the role he's filling is very much like what people think is bad about Rodimus and Hot Rod.
Well, yeah.
But it's a role that kind of, like, sort of would fit better for Bumblebee, but because Bumblebee can't talk, we have to have the character who can talk and be with Prime. So he gets to be the chosen one, special spoiled child who carries the mark of greatness inside him because it was shoved up his butt, and now is on the verge of getting the Matrix of leadership just because he happens to be who's still around, standing next to medicated Optimus. Don't like.
And that is where the episode ends.
Yeah.
What? That's it. Episode's over. Time to go home.
I mean, things obviously go differently in the next episode, but it seems like things are about to get pretty crazy at the end of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, when you're watching it at the time, you're like, oh my god, are we gonna get a Smokescreen Prime? Please, no Smokemus Prime. The world does not need Smokemus Prime. And, it thought it could actually go in that direction.
Yeah.
It does not. Spoilers.
No, it does not.
Thankfully.
I wouldn't have liked it, but it almost would have been more interesting if it did. Instead, we end up kind of getting the same shit we usually get.
I mean, it's kind of almost exactly the second part of Coming of the Fusors.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's like the same shit we would get in all the Unicron trilogy.
That's true.
To a degree.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, except for one thing, it's not just Optimus Prime with like a different color scheme.
Well, sometimes. Well,
the Unicron trilogy was so bad. How was it so bad? How was it allowed to be like that?
It had its moments.
Because they let Japan write it, and they didn't seem to care.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, at some point we may do what Japan got instead of Beast Hunters, and from what I understand, it's real bad.
Yeah, I never watched it because nothing made it seem to be something that was worth watching.
No.
Some of the remolded toys look neat in their decos, but other than that, the Decepticons did anyway.
Yes.
The Autobots, not so much.
Yeah.
Because they were new molds.
So yeah, that is Prey. It's a pretty decent, part 3 of a 4-parter. I like the Predacon stuff. There's some good action. And I'm kind of interested in this take on Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, I mean, it does end up being, I mean, I guess the thing with, More Than Meets the Eye Ultra Magnus is that he took it to the point of being comical. Mm-hmm. Whereas this Ultra Magnus is just a jerk. So.
And I mean, part of I think one of the show's problem is that there isn't a lot of character conflict, and you get that with Ultra Magnus because he is a dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have, I mean, for instance, Wheeljack is not into that. He's not thrilled about that. So yeah, you have to deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of think Ultra Magnus should have been introduced earlier, but I don't know where you would have fit him in.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to bring him in when Prime isn't around, so he can be like your new dad who's... he's your mean stepdad who sets a really strict curfew.
If they dragged it out longer, they could have done it when Optimus became Orion Pax again.
Yeah, that's true. Although then he's going to stick around for a while.
Yeah. And that would have been maybe even weirder.
Yeah, that's almost too... It's like if your mom gets married back to your original dad, but your stepdad just kind of like stays in the guest room.
Yeah, the new stepdad plot could have worked, but like them not having any leader and kind of being aimless worked too.
Well, I mean, they could kind of do what they did with Robots in Disguise was they got to the point where you had Optimus and he was just this sort of doddering old man. Which is definitely, I guess, a direction you can go. So,
of course, we will be back next week with more Transformers Prime. But until then, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is patreon.com/iaconunderground. And what month is this at this point? I have lost all track of time.
It is still July when we record this, but probably by the time it comes out, it will be August, which means we'll be
definitely be August.
Our August Patreon, which represents our return to the world of Japari Park.
Yay! Yes. Time for more friends, which
Once
we
more,
have news
we are
about.
Kimono enemies.
Yes. We have news to talk about.
Disco. Well, I think.
Hey, save it for the episode.
Kimono news. Yeah, save it for the episode. People will have to pay to listen to us discuss kimono news.
Kimono news.
Yes. Kimono news.
So until next time, when we foment a rebellion, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Being called the Rebels is kind of weird now. The Resistance sounds better. Why isn't it the Resistance next episode? I'm David.
I love Rebels. I love rebellion. I'm recording. Okay. I have a cat. I've got my computer functioning more or less properly.
Recording is going. Backup recording is going. My squiggles are kind of short.
Okay, I too am squiggling, so squiggles are go.
I additionally am squiggling.
Can you hear me? Microphone.
I think my squiggles are a little low, but that's okay. It's probably better than the alternative, being my squiggles being much too high.
It's weird. It looks fine in Zencaster, but it seems shorter than normal in Audacity, so I guess it'll figure it out later.
It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Is it picking up the wrong mic? No, it's picking up. It's got to be picking up the right one. But I'll just keep the mic close to my face.